Hello, students. Welcome to your value education class. This is not mere a subject. Value education is the education which is imparted to you for want of better life so that you can inculcate some values which are absolutely essential to live a healthy life. So, value education is not only the assemblages of information what you get in other subjects, it is absolutely a food for thought. It is food for our soul. It is food for our mind. Okay, so I hope all of you will listen to the class very minutely with full concentration and try to know the real meaning of the story and the thought which I am going to share with you. Okay, so let's start. Today we will start with a chapter which is known as the Honest Act. This is about King Harishchandra. I hope all of you know about King Harishchandra. He was a famous king who used to um, who is the ideal for truth, for loyalty, and we often take his name when truthfulness, loyalty, honesty, everything comes into concern. Okay, so read a story of his life. Now, over the age, one day, Rishi Vishwamitra and Rishi Vasishtha, they were talking amongst themselves. Now, Vishwamitra was very much confirmed that all the human beings are cheat, they are liar, they obviously exploit others. So, everyone is with all these characteristics within them. On the other hand, Rishi Vashishta told that definitely all human being can, even for the sake of argument, even it is we accept that all human beings are having this characters. Raja Harishchandra or King Harishchandra shouldn't have these qualities. He is beyond everything. He is the ultimate word of honesty, of truthfulness. And even he said it to Rishi Vishwamitra that if he wants, he can test also. So Vishwamitra agreed to the test, and then because he was confident that he was right, like everyone is the same. So he visited the king and told him that his father, that means the king's father, which is Trishanku, had not shown any gratitude to because Rishi Vishwamitra had arranged a place for him in the heaven. So, hearing uh, that, King Harishchandra then told that okay, fine, when his father did not show any gratitude, he is very much eager to show the gratitude. And so then Vishwamitra told that he had to give uh, the kingdom and all the possession as payment. So the king left all the kingdom and left with the, and then he left the place with his queen and the son. Now Vishwamitra then again appeared and said that 50,000 coins was also required because he was a Brahmin, and he it is the custom that you had the one who with whom the Brahmin came to visit has to give some amount of money. And here in this case, Rishi Vishwamitra had demanded 50,000 50,000 coins. The king was unable to pay him because everything, whatever king had beforehand, he had given everything to Rishi Vishwamitra. Then the poor king, then what happened? The king had become poor, so he started working in a as a laborer in the crematorium. And then uh, in order to pay the pay Vishwamitra, after some time again Vishwamitra came, and um, so uh, before working into a crematorium, King Harishchandra first wanted some time, but the king was unable to give, or king was not willing to sorry, the rishi was not willing to give the time to the king. So he said that no, immediately he has to give the money. So helpless king then made his wife as a maidservant in 25,000 coin, and he himself or sold himself in as a to the keeper of a crematorium, and he had brought him in 25,000 coins. So Harishchandra paid his debts to the rishi. But after that, he had to carry the duty of the crematorium. Even he had paid, even then also he had to carry, or he had to continue with the duty in the crematorium. Then meanwhile the queen was being treated very badly, and then uh, in the meantime one very pathetic thing happened, that is the son of Vishwamitra, King Harishchandra got died. So the but unfortunately the queen, throughout the city he found it for some place where he can burn his son, but ultimately was in vain. So he then came to King Harishchandra. Harishchandra was working in the crematorium. By seeing these pathetic situation, King Harishchandra, his queen, and the son who died, they all together wanted to be uh, to give their life. So when he was about to do this, in the meantime, uh, Lord Indra came and had taken him to the heaven. And because in the I mean then Lord Indra had told that this is exactly the story, or this was the test what Rishi Vishwamitra was doing. And then they had ultimately they had taken him to the heaven. So um, the keeper of the crematorium also appeared at that time and revealed that he was basically Dharma, and he that is Dharma means uh, he is a king, he is a god, and he wanted to test. So they all praised king and said that you have passed the test of honesty. I could not prove could not prove Vashisht wrong. And then he showed that his honesty is the main thing. His honesty is the one which had uh, forced Rishi Vishwamitra to think in a different way. Then he blessed King Harishchandra and vanished. So I told you the whole story. So can you tell me from this whole story what have you learned? So basically, we had learned that from this story that the Harishchandra was the noblest king, but he is remembered for all of us by his love for truth and honesty. So the story says that the honesty is the greatest virtue of human, because the king who had all powerful, who had all wealthy person, in a word of Vishwamitra left everything, and even to keep his word, he had worked as a maid, his wife had worked as maidservant, they lost their only one child. But all this incident rather to say accident, all this misery happened to them, but they Raja Harishchandra was very much fixed with the truth. So this story, it is very much liked by our Mahatma Gandhi, and because we know that he is also an icon of truth, of honesty. Okay, so nowadays that is why we word the phrase that is Satyavadi Harishchandra. That means Harishchandra cannot say anything false. So if somebody is being known as Satyavadi Harishchandra, that means he is also the epitome of truth. Okay, so from here we came to know that everything we can leave for truth, but we cannot leave truth for anything. I hope this story will help you to realize the basic fact of life, and ultimately will help you to lead a good life, will help you to lead a normal life. Till then, so next day we will come with some other story. So till then, all of you stay safe. Thank you.